Okay, group one.
I wake up and then I come here and I'm greeted by the heat and the atmosphere. We started sweating in like the first 5 minutes. Being able to know myself and being able to warm up the right way, I swear, I just learned how to warm up the right way. Learning about your body and learning about like your body anatomically, like through the outside and through the inside, it's just so important. It's so important.
Foot helps me go around. My foot transitions my pelvis.
Jen talks a lot about sharing the weight with the floor.
Nice, Owen. Let yourself fly open.
The ground is giving you as much energy as you're putting into the ground.
1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. And you have to work on your focus.
You know, people oftentimes witness the glamour of what it is that we do, but we're constantly preparing ourselves, disciplining ourselves to engage in this work, to be masters of our work. The mental capacity in which you must possess in order to prosper in whatever class that it is that you're taking, this is not for the meek.
I've been dancing like for 4 months. Here I was like, what am I doing here, man? I was like, just pack your bags, don't be crazy, you know? Yeah, that was a big jump to the unknown, totally.
What are we going through? What got us here to this point to be all together collectively from different parts of the world to where we are right now? And then how do we make this work?
One day, one of the classes, Nia Love told us go outside and choose a place that you gravitated towards. And when I choose that place, I really didn't know why I chose that place.
With all art, it all begins from improvisation. Oftentimes we don't know what it is that we're inspired by, but we know we're inspired to create. Here in Site Specific, we've been going out into community and developing a movement dialogue, movement phrase work. We ask ourselves, what is dance? And I think that's what we are doing, is sitting with the idea of what is dance, what is movement. It could be dance to whomever is watching.
I had to audition for Gregory Dolbashian, who's based in New York, a choreographer, and it was my birthday. It was the callback audition, so I was like, I really hope I get it. And then I got into Gregory's piece. Just the trust, I feel like that goes into that, trusting you with their work, but also you trusting them with showing you in a good light.
You used to acknowledge the whole group right there. You are in your own world today. See that, because when you engage yourself with other people, you dance way differently. Because you feel like you have something to respond to and you have something to invest in. So when you find those places where you know you thrive, we have to use them and find ourselves in those places as much as possible, right?
Dance is all about the unknowing, and being perfect means you know everything and you know yourself, and you know what I mean? And you're in this place where you don't have anything to learn. I've learned so much more about how to really break the barriers of myself, of when I'm afraid to go there, and then I get there and I'm like, what was I so afraid of,
And you're that powerful that you can literally reconfigure a space. Every single day is a new discovery, but we're in different places, and then the space, it's always yielding. Occupy space is really super important. Where do I know myself? But lots of times we don't know what we know about ourselves until we get tested.
First weeks of ADF, I was all entangled inside of myself. Maybe levels of insecurities and doubts that I had. I don't know what happened or how I get there. The particles changed. It was a beautiful communication between me and the space and the site. And at some point, I'm not Madeleine anymore, and the site is not that site anymore. we connect and meld each other like together and create a organism. That place gives me the ability to be whatever I want. Possibility to express things that I even didn't know that I had inside of me. So it's a liberation feeling. It's like a freedom.
Dance is numerous things, but a great portion is physicalizing an expression. I think that's what a lot of art is. It's like creating and not understanding where the creation is coming from, but understanding that later on, stepping back and saying, oh, that's what that moment was.
This is a reminder of like the standard that we have. This is a reminder of the goals that we're working for, and this is a reminder of the culmination of all of this time and practice and work that we've been going for. So I've seen a lot of transformation in these 6 weeks. So please don't stay where you thought you were. That has passed. Go into the unknown of what's happening to you.
This experience is extremely magical. I've learned so much about myself and moving with other movers. The energy that is cultivated by all the people together, it makes everything worth it. It's so fulfilling.
Here at ADF, it's inspiring. It's made me fall back in love with art and creativity again. Something in my life may seem impossible or that I may be coming up against a wall. Dance reminds me that I'm more than capable of taking on that task. We're warriors.
Like it's been like a crazy trip. What I got from all of these, I rather perform more like I give you some instruments, but you, like as a person, you find your own way. What ADF kind of bring me was I'm gravitated more towards this parallel between dance and psychology. Use to access that state that each one of us have, because I believe like every person can do amazing things if going to a certain state of creativity. It's much more finding your voice and your light inside of you.
Every time you move, no matter what kind of movement you're doing, you have the chance to be remembered. Every time. Every time.